Hey guys, welcome back to Woody's Gear Reviews. Today's video, I kind of wanted to talk about a couple things that one I've reviewed before, one I've had for a while, haven't done a review on it, but I just wanted to go over some things that I feel are good budget buys, and especially with the way prices are increasing, slowly but surely going up. I think now if you're going to pull the trigger, now's the time to do it. And I kind of want to go over those tools. First one we're going to start with is a WorkPro. I can't say enough about this tool. You don't have to take it just from me. Go do your research. Watch some other YouTubes out there. YouTube videos out there. This is just the best, in my opinion, bang for your buck multi-tool you can get. Set it and forget it. Put it in everything you've got. Carry it with you daily. It's a good, heavy-duty solution for a multi-tool at a good price. And you're looking at the WorkPro 18-in-1 multi-tool set. Let's go ahead and open this one up. And by the way, this one was sent in. I do have two of these. This was sent in by channel subscriber here, friend of the channel, Brent. Thank you so much for sending the last color to the edition. But this is what we're going to look at. So you've got your WorkPro. You've got your nylon case with a belt loop there. Right? Nothing super special about the case, guys. It is molded, so it's a little bit better than the floppy cases you get out there with a lot of multi-tools, which I guess we'll look at one of those, right? So some other multi-tools come in this style of case, which you might like that. But you've got the pocket clip on there, so it all depends on how you want to carry it, but not bad for what you get there in the case. Now the tool itself, this is just where it's not packed with like the best of everything. It's packed with what I feel are good functioning tools that are made well. You can tell right off the bat that we're spring-loaded pliers. It doesn't have replaceable plier heads. This is a more bang for your buck. Not all the frills, but will do all the work. And this one's in the blue. It comes in red and it comes in green. But the pocket clip's not super deep. Like I said, just a good standard set of needle nose pliers with your standard, bigger pliers here. Then you've got your soft cutting wire cutters, and then your hard wire cutters with your crimpers down at the bottom. And again, like I said, these are spring-loaded, which I do like. And just to show you real quick, this is the one that I carry in my toolkit. If you want to see the green, that's the WorkPro in the green. I do not have the red one on me. It is at work, but it does come in a red. And then when you open all your tools here, we're going to kind of just display them out, all the tools here. Go back, I've done another video on this same exact tool, guys. Go check it out. Same tool, just on the green one. But you've got your scissors. You've got your large slotted screwdriver. And then you've got your can opener. And down there on the bottom, you've got your wire stripper. You can also use this, if you can see the front there, you could use that for a pry tool. Or like a little scraper would work. The scissors on these things are probably some of the best scissors out there on a multi-tool, and I don't care how much money you spend on a multi-tool. A lot of them, the scissors don't cut through cordage. This is going to be, I haven't tried it on this, but this is actually Titan cord. There is a piece of brass, and I'll show you when we cut it open here. If it cuts. I don't know if it will or not. I have not tried to cut this cordage with this. And it went right through it. That's impressive, guys, and I'm going to show you why. It cut right through there, and there is a strand of copper snare wire in there, fire starting wire, your regular cordage, some jute cord, and you could probably see it sticking out of the back, and some fishing line. Guys, this thing cut right through there like there was no problem, no issue. We'll do it again just so you see up close. I'm not. Well, now it was all pushed to one end. We'll do it on a fresh piece that I didn't just pull apart. When I was exposing the inside of this, I pushed all the outer covering down to the end, and I was just trying to cut that piece off, and I had to kind of move it to get something flat to cut on. It wasn't that it wouldn't cut, it was just the way I had it. You can see there's a big knot right there. But either way, cuts right through that. You know, a lot of guys, when they do these videos, they show you it cutting through. And I mean, that's the Titan cord. They show you cutting through regular paracord. This will cut through the copper, the fishing line, and the tender cord. Good set of scissors, guys. I really like these. They're not super big. They're not super bulky. For as narrow as they are, they do have a really good blade on them. A really good edge. And that's the highlight of that side of the tool. You have your lock on the back. Just press that, close your tool down, and that's pretty much it on this side. We'll look at the outer tools later. We'll flip it open. Then you've got this side. And this is where we get to some uniqueness, and I've got a thought process on this. Not a lot of tools on this side, guys. You basically have your small slotted screwdriver, what they calling your rope cutter or seatbelt cutter, whichever you want to look at. And then you've got your Phillips screwdriver. But you have a P2 and a P, or a P3, sorry, and a P0. And we're going to look at that part of this tool. So when you deploy it, it comes out like that. That's just your regular Phillips. If you wanted to use a small one, just pull them apart. And then now you've got your small. Now this tool, what I think, and this is just me, after looking at a tool, seeing all the stuff out there on the market, what I would like, and maybe I could challenge some of you out there. I know I've got friends that do a lot of different things. And I wasn't thinking about adding that in the video, but it was something I was working on the side. And I wanted to see if I had that. No, I guess I don't. I had something on my work. Oh, yeah, I did. Alright. Knocked my camera over. Alright, we went unscripted. I need somebody to make me one of these. But a little bit longer. Because it fits over that tool. Right? So it's a 1/4 inch socket, but a little bit smaller because I think this is like a metric size. So it has a little wobble, but if you could add one of those to this kit and be able to add 1/4 inch bits to this tool, I think that would be amazing. Just needs to be a hair longer, and you'd be in business. Just a tip, that's what I'm thinking. If anybody knows where anything like this is for sale that would slide down there that may have a magnet or a ball detent to keep it on, let me know, because that's what I'm interested in. That's what I think would make this tool over the edge. Now, when you go to your outer tools, you've got your knife, which these knives are sharp, guys. We could sit here and cut through the paracord and all the things, but this knife is sharp. We're not going to cut through paper. It sliced right through that paracord like it had no problem. This blade comes sharp. This tool is well made, guys. If you don't have one for $20, actually right now is the first time I've seen them go over 20 bucks. They're $21. They're $20.99. This is the best tool, in my opinion, that you could buy for 20 bucks, 20-ish bucks. Knife sharp, all the tools function as they should. You've got a nice saw with the teeth so you can cut forward and backwards. It has cut, I have cut wood with my other saw. Check out that other video. These are aggressive. They're not just for show. They will cut through wood. You're just limited the size, but yet they will cut. And this is a locking tool, guys. All these tools lock. And on this side, it gives you the option of having a serrated blade. And I just cut through rope or cordage with the regular blade. But you do have your serrated blade if you choose to need one for cutting through rope, bread, anything like that. You got that option, and it's the same way. I do like it, do like the fact that they're single-hand deployable. This one's a little stiff because it's brand new, but I opened it. It's only going to get a little looser than with time, and unlike some tools that are cheap, they're riveted together here. You can't tighten anything up. You can't take anything apart. This tool is made to where you can use it. You can take it apart, clean it. If you buy some other WorkPro tools, you might be able to interchange some parts like a lot of people do with Leathermans. That's one thing I like. Don't give me that tape measure that nobody's going to use. I mean, maybe one time my entire life I actually used the tape measure for something. I think I was going to the store. I had this in my pocket, or not this particular tool. I had a multi-tool in my pocket. I had a bolt that I was trying to get and was like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me double check the length. So I measured it and then took it in and got the bolt. But that was probably the only time I had a tape measure in the back of my truck. Just didn't get it out. But you have the diamond file, which I do like. And it is a good diamond file. It's not a super cheap diamond file that I've seen out there, which are only good for sharpening your nails. I mean, this would be a good touch-up file if you were touching up a axe or anything like that. And then you do have your standard cross-cut file on the back, which I think that's a good use of the tool on both sides. But that's it, guys. That is your WorkPro. Good, solid tool, man. If you're looking for a multi-tool, or if you want something to carry to work, you want something to throw in your four-wheeler, side-by-side, dirt bike, car camping, camping gear, take with you every time you go to the deer lease, tackle box, I would spend the 20 bucks and get them while you can, because I don't know how much longer they're going to be on 20. Sometimes take it, throw it in your cart in Amazon. Sometimes they'll drop down to $16.99. I've seen that a lot. It's your two colorways, blue, green. They have a red that's a lot like this color red you see up here. Just quality tools. All right, guys. Last thing I wanted to go into was something that I didn't realize I was going to use that much. I haven't done a review on the first one that I've bought, and I've had it for a long time. It just kind of ended up on my keys, and I just never really reviewed it. It's a little scuffed up and has been through, man, it's been washed. It's been left behind, found, but I bought one of these small little Lumintop EDC flashlights, and it's like you can't even tell there's anything in that box. We're going to go over this little guy, and the reason why I want to review it is because it has held up and has been a really good flashlight. Super lightweight. You almost forget that it's there because it's super small. And it's just always worked. So I thought, man, for the cost of these things, it's worth telling people about this light. Not much to it. You unscrew the top, man, and you've got one AAA battery. That's it. It's not a rechargeable AAA, even though you could buy those if you choose to that have the USB plug-in on them, USB-C plug-in. I've got some of those. You could replace that if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Throw in a disposable AA battery or AAA battery. Keep an extra one somewhere on you in a pouch, in a pocket, whatever, and you're good to go. Comes with some extra O-rings, and then it comes with your little carabiner keychain clip. Last thing, your diffuser. We'll get into that at the end. So that's what comes in the box. What I like about this light is, for one, let's just talk about it. It's the Lumintop EDC flashlight. This is actually the EDC-01 is its name. It comes in 3 different colors. It comes in the black that you see here. It also comes in blue, and it also comes in a pink. So they kind of got a color for everybody. It's 120 lumens, and like I said, it's a single AAA battery. It's made out of military-grade aluminum. And what I do like is it's got the HA3 anodized coating. So it makes it a lot more scuff and scratch resistant. But the operation of this tool is sometimes, depending on what you like, I like the way the tool functions. It's just a twist to operate. And it's just got 3 modes. It doesn't have any of the unnecessary stuff, right? This is on my keychain. I do have my EDC flashlight. This is a backup. This is if I don't have something in my pocket. I still have this if I have my keys. But you just twist, and I've got it fairly loose, but you're going to start this out on medium. Then it goes to low, and then you've got your high. So each time you turn it and back off, it comes out to, it'll change the settings. It's just turn to set, turn to switch. But then you leave it alone, turn it, and you're going to come back on that medium light. It's always going to start you off on the medium light, which I think is cool because it has a memory to go back to medium. So if you were on high and you turn it off and you turn it back on, it's not going to come back on high. It starts you off in medium mode. It'll bring you down to low mode, and then it'll bring you up to high, which I think is a really good user interface. Not too difficult for people out there that don't want to have to press a button 3 times. I mean, you turn the thing on, you turn it off. Swap, turn it off. It's that simple. And then, of course, depending on how you want to carry it, you can add that little carabiner, which I do have on mine, and just throw it on your keys. Small little good little light. It's a good light to clip on because it's not like so much in your face, especially if you got a different color, but good light to clip on the outside of a backpack. It's going back to school time. Not a bad light for your kids to have hanging off of their backpack. Your wife, not a bad, you could get the pink, you could get the blue, not a bad accent light to hang off a purse. And then I like the fact that you have the diffuser. And there's 2 things that I like about this. For one, if you had your diffuser on at night, then you have the ability to find it, and I'll show you why. because we'll show it here. Just lighting it up with an ultraviolet light. You can already see it's glow in the dark. So you'll find this diffuser or your flashlight if you have your diffuser on at night. There are other ways you could do that, guys, because this is a small light. It is black. I showed these in a video not too long ago, and this light is a perfect scenario. But these glow-in-the-dark O-rings, this thing's got ribs on it, and these O-rings fit perfect on those ribs. And then you got a little rubber non-slip grip to hang on to. Just a thought, guys. And it's going to stay on there no matter which way you put it. But back to the light and the diffuser. So you stick your diffuser on. Turn your light on, then now you have like a little low lamp that's not aggressive, not going to blind you. You can look at it. That's in high, and it's still casts some light out there. So that's your low. Good thing about low is you can sit there and run for quite a while. And when you look at low, this thing, its low is 6 lumens, which could run for a while. They're showing 100 and some hours. And then the medium is 35 lumens, which can run for 32 hours. And then you've got your high of 120 lumens, which gives you about an hour. About 40 something minutes of high. You can see how much that thing glows. So, definitely not going to lose it. And today's Saturday, guys. I apologize. You got the lawn services out there mowing people's yards, and my dogs just can't stand them. So the barking you hear in the background is my dog saying, I don't like the people that come and cut the grass in the neighborhood. But you do get the diffuser that comes with it. These things are IP68 waterproof rated. So you don't have to worry about hanging it on the outside of your pack, your backpack, your purse, anything like that, because if it gets wet, it's going to be fine. You could drop it in water up to 6 foot deep, and it's going to be fine. So if you're walking and you drop it in a mud puddle or anything like that, it's okay. Reach down, pick it up, or if you're crossing a stream and it's sitting on your belt loop, it's okay. It's not going to kill it. You just don't want to submerge it under 6 foot just due to the pressure. But it is waterproof. Just keep in mind that the more you use it, because you are using the front of this tool where the O-ring is, to turn it on and off. So make sure you put your extra O-rings somewhere where you won't forget them. But that's it, guys. Pretty simple on the tool. I wanted to see something real quick. Sorry, I squirrel all the time, anybody that watches my channel. But things like this, in my opinion, when I need it, I'm not going to be sitting at home, with an extra O-ring. Oh, too tight of a fit. I was just wondering if I could get one of them on that battery and take it with me. Nope, not going to work. And I don't want to stretch it out by putting it on the outside. That's a little bit too big. It was worth a shot. Guess you can't carry your O-rings with you if you needed extras. But that's because you're not going to hear no rattle in that battery. This was a cheaper light, you'd have that rattle in there. And I could have probably got away with sticking one of these O-rings on the battery. I mean, I can't even put them back in the pack. But, you know, that's one thing to consider, guys. With O-rings, I mean, it's going to fail when you're not at home, and I don't know where else you would have these O-rings unless this was your primary light that you used all the time. I'd recommend throwing those O-rings in that pack in your wallet so you have them when you need them or wherever you're at. But this is a setup, guys. Good little light. It is, mine's lasted forever. This is just going to be not really a replacement. I just wanted to buy a fresh one to show you on the review. But I think these are excellent lights, especially for the money. And you're looking at sub $10 at $9.99. These things, throw it in your cart, guys. These things a lot of times will go on sale. They'll have like a 20 or 30% clickable coupon. You could get them for $7.99. I've seen them for $6.99. When I originally bought my first one, I got it for $7.99. I thought it was an excellent light for that money. This one, I did pay the $9.99 for it because now I know what I have. I didn't mind paying $10 for it. I know it's a good light, and mine has lasted, and I know that it will last. It's perfect in your small little pocket kits like this. Fits in there perfect, doesn't take up a lot of space, ain't gonna fall out. With the rest of your tools, if you've got a small little pocket kit like this one here, perfect light for that. Perfect light for cheap keychains. Just a great light all the way around, guys. But that's all we had today. I just wanted to show you a couple things that I've used quite a bit, and I will stand behind this WorkPro being the best multi-tool you could get for under $40. It may be better than, let me rephrase that. It's probably your best bang for your buck multi-tool that you can buy. That's probably a better way of saying it. I can buy a Surge for $190, and that is a well-made, good refined tool. But it's really, the materials aren't much better. Their process is awesome. They make quality tools. Well, WorkPro has made this tool quality. But anyways, guys, that's what we got there. The WorkPro 18-in-1s and the Lumintop. If you don't have one for the money these things cost, pick one up. Need a small light? Pick up the Lumintop here. WorkPro. I am not sponsored by either one of these two companies. I buy this stuff with my own money, other than this one sent in by friend of the channels, Brent. Thank you again. The rest of the stuff I buy. I buy it to tell you if it works or not. Is it crappy? Does it not work? There has been so many multi-tools I put on this table that would not cut through regular paracord, more or less. A Titan type cord with thicker jute line and a copper strand. Most of them would have bent. Some of your more expensive multi-tools wouldn't have cut through that. Try it. And then let me know. And then decide if you want to go buy a $20 multi-tool or not. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on both. I just wanted to show you things that I thought were a really good deal for the money, and I don't anticipate them staying at the prices they are, over the next couple of years. That's all we got, guys. Do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Click all those notifications. Still 3 ways to support the channel. Witty's Gear, Buy Me a Coffee, and memberships if you choose to be a channel member. And that's what we got, guys. Love y'all. See you on the next one.